It's a podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the Grabcast podcast. Is this episode number 10?
No, this is episode number 9.
Episode number 9. I am your host, as always, Josh Biddick, and here we've got Brian Roy.
Hello, and also we've got no one else.
No one else. It is a two-man podcast today. Sean could not be here. He was very busy. And then, to the listeners, we've got some sad news. Mr. Leaford Green has decided to step down from the podcast.
Which doesn't really mean anything, because he can come back whenever he wants.
Exactly, that's what we told him. We told him the door is always open. We just retired his chair. If he wants to bring it out of retirement anytime he wants, he can. He's just really busy, so he knows he didn't want to hold us back at all. But yeah, so right now we got the two-man podcast. Brian, what's going on with you?
Nothing. I'm still spitting seeds out for my smoothie.
Yeah, we went to Tropical Smoothie, and Brian had a very seedy drink.
It was full of seeds.
Full of seeds.
Raspberries are full of seeds.
I thought it was strawberry.
It was both. It was a raspberry and who cares?
Well, those are what smoothies are. But today we're trying a new recording setup, so hopefully the audio will be a little bit better. We've got two mics recording two separate computers, so we won't have to worry about someone being too quiet while someone else is very loud.
So quiet.
So we're evolving. We're becoming a better podcast.
I'm using the very fancy mic I got with my Rock Band set back in the day.
Rocking the Rock Band controller.
The Rock Band.
I'm using a slightly more professional.
A little bit better.
A little bit Snowball Blue. Great mic. I love it a bunch.
Yeah, it works out really well.
That is true. So, Brian, what do you want to talk about today?
Well, remember how last week I talked about or 2 weeks ago I talked about that tattoo with the Thor?
Yes, of Mjolnir.
Well, I have it in my notes on my phone, and I just keep adding stuff on the list.
Okay.
To talk about. So, me and my girlfriend were driving the other day.
All right.
And we saw this sign, and it said, "Dog bless America," and then it just said "wedding." And we looked at it that's the stupidest thing, most redneck thing we've ever seen. It was so dumb.
So, was it... I don't understand.
That's what it looked like. That's what the sign, the
visual gags, dog bless America wedding sign.
It was just stupid.
Did it mean anything, or is there
I'm assuming there was a wedding, and there were people just trying to be like, "Oh, America." But
trying to be funny, but it was just dumb people being dumb.
It was dumb people being dumb.
Dude, that's what people is. People is dumb sometimes.
People is very dumb.
People is dumb.
Oh, yeah, and then the other thing I have on my list is Alice telling me that there's these people that will get well soon balloons, and they'll go on the side of the road with roadkill and tie the balloon up to the squirrel that's on the side of the road that says "get well soon." That's pretty fantastic. That's pretty fantastic.
I guess I wonder how many people will actually see the animal when they're driving by, "Oh, that's so sweet."
Oh no.
Well, I mean, maybe when little kids are like, "Oh, Mom, why is that squirrel sleeping on the side of the road?" He's got to get well soon.
Yeah, gotta get well soon.
Get well soon.
R.I.P. Roadkill.
R.I.P. Roadkill.
Which is a lot of R.I.P.ing.
Ripping all of the piece.
Ripping it hard.
Rip in peace. G.I. Joe.
So I saw an interesting article today, or yesterday, about... So you know how Batman's going to be in Suicide Squad?
Not until just this moment.
Well, yeah, he was supposed to Ben Affleck's been seen on the set.
Okay.
And he's supposed to just be kind of there. But now there's footage of the Batmobile chasing the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Really?
In their Lamborghini.
That's pretty interesting.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I saw this article where it was have we seen too much of the Suicide Squad already? And we have seen a lot of stuff of that movie already.
I mean, we've seen the screenshot with all of the villains minus the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw that little footage with the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And I guess now there's Batmobile stuff.
Yeah.
But that's it. I mean, I don't really know anything else about the movie.
There's been a lot of other behind the scene pictures that have been taken a lot.
Okay.
And I don't know. But that's just kind of how we live now is
Well, with everything being online so easily, it's not hard to say that if there are pictures being taken, they're going to be leaked.
Yeah, there's no more surprises.
Yeah, not really. Well, I mean, my thing is I didn't know Batman was going to be in, right? So well, I mean, and if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Or the big thing. No, be sorry. The Avengers. There was a ton of Avengers trailers, but I made the conscious choice not to watch them.
Yeah, that's right.
I watched the first teaser trailer, and I went in with that movie, and I think I really enjoyed that movie a lot more that I went in having no idea and no expectations rather than seeing all the stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. That's what I've been trying to do lately is just stop watching movie trailers.
Yeah.
Because I just want to kind of go in a movie and be like, wow, like
Going
this
with
was good
no
or
expectations
this was bad.
except like Avengers. I want to see this movie. It's the Avengers, and then have your mind blown rather than just like.
That's what I'm doing in Jurassic World right now.
Yeah.
Because I know that's gonna be really good.
I hope so.
Because I heard like the old T-Rex, like the T-Rex from the original, is supposed to be back for a little bit. Like I don't know if it's
That'd be cool.
I don't know how.
I hope it doesn't get eaten by the mutant monster.
Yeah, I hope not. But like, I don't know.
That would be bad.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It goes back to Chris Pratt.
Dude, Chris Pratt. We just watched a video. It's like Chris Pratt's best bloopers from Parks and Rec.
Funniest.
It's probably the funniest video I've seen. Like
Yeah.
it's oh my god, I've seen it maybe 3-4 times now, and I laugh just as hard.
I've seen it
every
3 or 4
single
times in
time.
the past 24 hours.
It's so good.
He's just like, it's so amazing to me that he used to be like this kind of chubby guy on Parks and Rec, and now he's like the biggest star in the world.
Not only that, he was this chubby nobody on Parks and Rec, and now he's Star-Lord, and now he's the guy in Jurassic Park, and he's potentially going to be in a Ghostbusters movie with Channing Tatum.
He said that was bullshit.
Oh, it is bullshit?
He said it was bullshit. I don't know.
Meaning that he's not going to do it?
I
Or
don't
doesn't wanna
know.
do it?
I don't know.
I think that'd be super
I saw the
cool.
title. What happens is like I'll see the article titles. I'll be like, oh, okay.
Oh,
And then I don't read it to him.
you get the whole article from the title, yeah.
Because I don't know. But yeah, and then he was like, because last year he had 2 like the biggest movies of all year last year, Guardians and Lego Movie.
Oh, Lego Movie, that's right. I always forget Lego Movie. I guess because it's not like physically him. I keep forgetting.
But it's still him, and you're like, oh my god, this movie's the best movie in the world.
I mean, it's like Emmett is, fuck. Emmett is fuck, man. He just is.
I'd fuck Emmett.
How?
You take his legs off.
Oh, but then it's all sharp in there, man.
I mean, if you're a Lego.
Like, wait. Like, you would have sexual relations with Lego Emmett as Lego Brian?
I mean, if I was like a woman, Lego.
Oh, so Lady Lego Brian would have intercourse.
Yeah, sure. He
Lego Emmett.
saved the world.
He did.
He stopped
Dude,
Lord
the
Business from using the
pants.
Craggle.
Oh, yeah, man. He was the one. He was like the Neo of the Lego movie.
Yeah, sort of. And Channing Tatum was in that movie.
And Channing Tatum was in that movie.
Do you think in the sequel, Larry the Cable Guy will be in it?
Dude, Larry the Cable Guy is the sequel guy, so potentially I wouldn't be surprised.
I found that picture I took of him in Jingle All the Way 2, and it was still on my phone, and I was like, tee.
Sequel. Wow, you coughed so hard it came up on my audio.
Hey, yo. Mostly because our mics are like right next to each other.
Yeah, they're not as far away in proximity of things.
But not next week. They'll be pretty far away next week.
Yes.
If this all works out next week.
Next week, you will be going...
I'll be in California.
California.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully we can figure out the whole recording situation.
Should be super easy.
Mm-hmm.
See?
I have to get some headphones.
Here's one of the reasons why I want you to listen to the Internet Box. 1, because it's awesome. 2, if you were listening to the Internet Box, you would hear how they do it, and it's easy. So for the people, since they care, since Brian, you'd be like, oh no, they're not going to be in the same place. How are we going to get this episode? Fear not, people.
Especially if it's episode 10.
Especially since it's episode 10. But, yeah, because episode's not... counting, man. Numbers is hard. Math is the worst.
Yeah, it's really bad.
But what we'll do is we'll Skype, and then we'll record not the Skype call, we'll record our own audio like we're doing now, and then we'll just mail it to each other. He'll mail it to me, and then bada bing, bada boom, we'll be all good. Though we probably won't be able to send an email because the file will be too big, so we'll have to use the Dropbox.
Dropbox.
Give it a Dropbox.
Dropbox.
Dude, that is a long dick wave that you
That is a
just
pretty
made.
cool wave.
A pretty solid wave.
It's a wiggity wave.
Dude, speaking of waves, the Point Break remake.
I don't explain to me what Point Break is. I've
Okay.
never seen it before.
So maybe you might know it. I don't know. Point Break is one of those old movies. It's like one of the reasons people give people give Keanu Reeves kind of flack because he kind of played some surfer dude. So Keanu Reeves is,
And that's different from Bill and Ted.
well, shut up. Bill and Ted is gold.
I mean, I know Bill and Ted is amazing.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but it's that same kind of ish character. But I believe he plays an FBI agent.
Okay.
And his partner is Gary Busey. So that's
Oh wow.
But there are these robberies that are going on.
Uh-oh.
And these guys they call themselves the Dead Presidents, and they wear these masks of presidents, and they go in and rob these banks.
Like Taft?
No, they don't wear
Harding?
Taft. No, they don't wear Harding.
Like Cleveland?
No, they don't wear Cleveland.
Wait.
Like
Cleveland?
Yeah,
Grover Cleveland. I should know this, but I don't.
Clinton might have been one of the
Clinton?
wore,
That'd be a pretty good mask.
Yeah, but he's not dead.
Well, some people hope he is. But he's not.
Well, I thought they were called the Dead Presidents. Anyways,
maybe like little like Madison Monroe. Some John Quincy Adams.
Yeah. Of course. But so they go in, and Keanu Reeves' character, his name is Johnny Utah, was an ex-football player
Like Eisenhower
for Ohio State, and he has to go undercover to find these guys. And they figure, like, I think in the beginning of the movie, he figures out that
like a
the
JFK mask post-assassination. Oh no! Sorry, I'm very sorry for that.
Jeez.
It would just.
Anyways, that they find out the robberies are only happening in the summer, and then they find like some surfboard wax, so they've realized that the guys
Are they
surfers.
the wet bandits?
No, they're not the wet bandit. But he finds out they're surfers, and he has to infiltrate with them, and like he becomes one of them, and then he has
Wait, is this?
try to bring them down.
Is this Reeves?
Yeah, this is with Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
So they're remaking the movie, but like so in Keanu Reeves, he's the long black hair, and the main bad guy played by Patrick Swayze. His name is Bodhi.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. And he's got like this long blonde hair. But in the remake, Johnny Utah is this guy with long blonde hair, and Bodhi is played with a guy with black hair. So it's like they flip the roles.
Are they different characters, like different actors?
Yeah, they're different actors too. Which is a bit. I honestly, if they wanted to remake Point Break with Keanu Reeves, I think he looks the same. I'd watch the shit out of him.
Yeah, he hasn't aged that much.
No, not at all. But
Gary Busey, on the other hand, he's a psychopath.
Changed a tad since Point Break.
Not like physically as much as like mentally.
Just a bit.
He's a little crazy. Do you see the Amazon Kindle commercial with him in it?
Play Gary Busey. Gary Busey. That's a nice land. Hello, pants. But anyway, so in the remake, there's supposed to be like these extreme sportsmen who are robbing banks. And
I saw the poster. He's like falling out of an airplane.
Yeah, they're doing this crazy stuff. I mean, there's a scene in the first movie, but like in this one, they ride dirt bikes and they snowboard and they're crazy extreme sports guys, and he's got to stop them. So it looks
Is it like a Theodore Roosevelt mask?
It looks like it's just kind of like Point Break turned up to 11. I think it might be kind of stupid. I don't know. Like I still love the original Point Break so much. There's a scene where like Keanu Reeves, he's got a bad knee and he's running and he falls and he hurts himself, and like the guy looks at him and he's on the ground and he knows it's Keanu, and Keanu knows that his cover's been blown, and he's got the gun on the main dude. He's got it on Bodhi, but he can't pull the trigger, and he goes, and then the guy runs away and he points his gun in the air.
Oh, is that where that's from?
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's where that's from. It's from Point Break. Yeah. So I figure you knew part of this movie.
I knew that part.
Yeah.
What's that? There was a movie where they kept making fun of that. They wanted to do that. I don't remember what it was. But they're always just like, I just want to do that. And they would... Was it The Other Guys?
Maybe. It might have been The Other Guys. That makes sense.
That's a great movie.
But yeah. So you should watch the original Point Break. It's really good.
I have to watch that.
Dude, there are boobs in Point Break.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so there's some boobs.
I am sold. I need to watch the original Mad Max as well.
I never saw the original Mad Max.
Because I want to see the new Mad Max. I haven't yet.
It looks weird.
It's gotten a lot of good reviews.
Yeah, everyone's loving it, and I don't know a lot about Mad Max, but this new one just kind of looks strange.
It looks like it's like an action movie that all looks like silly and kind of
yeah,
awesome.
I guess.
So I want to see it.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. Plus, you're gonna be able to see it for free pretty much soon.
Yeah, I'll be working in a theater.
Yeah, woo, got
making money.
A job.
Yeah,
Make that money.
Sure. No, but yeah, I want to see Mad Max. We just watched Kingsman the other night again.
Solid.
Very solid movie.
Awesome movie. We've talked about it before.
Oh, so good.
Good stuff.
Just freaking out with the whole pugs. Holding my pug during the pug scenes.
Did your pug recognize that a pug was on screen, or was like, oh my god, I'm famous and I'm in a movie?
No, she was.
All pugs look the same.
She was asleep. So.
Excreting farts, because your dog tends to fart a lot in its sleep.
No, not that time.
That's good.
But, it's just a good movie, though. There was a video online where it was like, they counted how many kills were in that movie. It was close to like 400 at the end of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, because
there's a lot of people.
Won't spoil it, but at the end, there's that one scene where I could see the death toll getting quite high. And that
and
other...
the church scene.
Yeah, the church scene.
And like it gave like each kill by like who did the killing.
Oh, okay. So at the end, did it have a tally?
Yeah, and so Harry, Colin Firth's character, he had all the kills in
the church scene.
The church scene, and then
I feel like that's a little spoilerish. Maybe we should be careful.
Nah, not really. There's a church scene.
Well, yeah, okay. Continue.
It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty intense.
Actually, I read this thing where he wasn't going to get that role unless he could pull off that scene because it was so
physically demanding.
Yeah, and he did it because Colin Firth. I'm not saying he's old, but he's
up there.
He's an older gentleman, so they could have gotten Channing Tatum to do it. But then like
That would not have been.
that'd been terrible.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love Channing Tatum. That wouldn't have been good.
No, because he's not like British and stuff.
No, he's not British, and he couldn't play that suave spy.
No.
Well, like that
probably
like
whip his dick out at one
mentor
point.
spy thing. I don't know if he'd whip his dick out.
Dude, Magic Mike XXL.
Never saw Magic Mike 1. So.
I never saw Magic Mike either. So
I couldn't care less about Magic
Nope.
Mike 2.
no.
I've heard the first one was good, and it wasn't all about the stripping, but just doesn't seem like my
the
cup
life
of
the
tea.
stripper and all the hardships they go through. You know, like I don't know. They probably go through a lot of shit that I don't understand. So
I would assume so. You're taking off your clothes and exploiting your body for money, but you never know. Maybe that's like the greatest of all things.
yeah, some people just like to get naked.
Dude, who doesn't like to get naked?
I mean, I like clothes.
Yeah, clothes are cool. Like your sweet ass fusion dance panda shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
For those of you who don't know what the shirt looks like, it's a black
Because
bear.
this is audio.
Well, the shirt, I've seen the shirt online before. You had it.
Oh yeah, I saw I've seen it online before.
So there's a black bear and a polar bear, and they're doing the fusion dance, and at the bottom, they become a panda. And if you don't know what the fusion dance is, you should watch Dragon Ball Z because it's the greatest thing in the world.
I haven't even watched Dragon Ball Z. I know what the fusion is.
Yeah, so most people know what the fusion dance is. You go fusion, ha, and then you become one ultimate being.
Or a panda bear.
Or a panda bear, which is like one ultimate being. Dude, a panda will mess you up.
Yeah, definitely.
And they will fuck up some bamboo, too.
Bamboo.
Bam bamboo, bam bamboo.
Boom boom boom.
So, what else you got to talk about?
Well, I'm just now finding an article that's saying Doctor Strange's connection.
Doctor Strangelove?
No, just regular Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, his connection to Thanos in the MCU.
That would be pretty cool. Isn't Doctor Strange one of the strongest because he's got all those metaphysical powers?
Yeah, Doctor Strange is really important to the MCU because it was like everything led up to like the Avengers, and it was like, hey, there's people with special powers out there or gods, and there's shit that happens and we can't understand it, and like that kind of like started like the superhero thing, and then it was like Guardians, and that had the whole opened up all of the cosmic world of Marvel.
Okay,
which
kind
is
of
huge.
with all the Skrull and the stuff like that.
So they can go into like anything cosmic kind of has an explanation now where it's like, oh well, Guardians were in that. It kind of took Marvel away from Earth, which is what they need to do because cosmic plays such a major part in the MCU.
Yeah, okay, that
and
makes
so what
sense.
Doctor Strange is doing is he's expanding the magic side of it. So you have like Earth, you have the galaxy, but then you have magic, which is all the inner workings.
Magic.
And so that's how Doctor Strange. But it's saying that the connection might be Death, who's actually a character in Marvel. If you don't know about this,
I don't know probably the detail that you know, but I've heard of it.
well, what I'll explain it to you. Death is a woman.
Oh,
and
like
Thanos falls in love with her.
okay, so like not the Grim Reaper death, but like death.
And Thanos, she's the reason why he gets like the Infinity Gauntlet and everything and goes crazy
Bitch.
and tries to like do everything he does. So, yeah, I mean, I
So
don't.
do you think she's gonna play a role? I mean, because he has the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, if that scene from the Avengers is true, he has the Infinity Gauntlet. He just doesn't have the Infinity
Yeah,
Stones.
no, because the director tweeted out a comic cover. I'll show it to Josh. It's Doctor Strange, and it's like he meets Death.
Oh.
And so
That's pretty cool.
possibly next year, Death might have a cameo in Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is happening before Infinity Wars,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's next year. It's the second movie next year.
So do you think at this point, since they've built up the Infinity Wars, like even with Civil War is kind of like Avengers 2.5 just based off the cast. But do you think at this point there isn't really going to be a Marvel movie that doesn't have either some sort of build up to Infinity Wars or a bigger group of characters than just the one person? Did that question make sense, or did I mumble too much?
I think everything's leading up to Infinity Wars, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like everything is leading up to that. That's just like because ever since like the Avengers and that final scene where it had Thanos turn around and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And so now it's like we all want to see that, and we all want to see like Guardians get together. We want and then you introduce Guardians. You're like, holy shit, these guys are awesome. And now they want what I'm hoping is I want Guardians to show up in Infinity Wars, which would make complete sense.
And I mean, there's part 1 and part 2, so it's going to be a long story.
Mm-hmm. So just to see like Star-Lord and Tony Stark be together would be awesome. We'll see how like Guardians 2 plays out.
Is Guardians 2 before Infinity Wars?
I believe so.
Okay.
What's happening is Civil War, which I want to get to in a second because I read some stuff about Civil War. And then, we have Ant-Man coming out soon. I'm very excited for Ant-Man.
Right.
And then he's actually showing up in Civil War. And then we have...
Really?
Yeah. I'll get that in a second.
Cool.
And so we got Civil War, and then we've got Doctor Strange. And then that's just... Those 2 movies are the only 2 movies coming out next year.
Okay.
And then 2017, you have...
Are there any more movies coming out in 2015, or is 2015 done pretty much for Marvel? Or is it Ant-Man's in 2015?
Yeah, Ant-Man, superhero-wise, 2015, we have left Ant-Man and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, but Fantastic Four doesn't...
Well, no, like superhero movies in general.
Right, but okay, so like I guess
but they're
Marvel
not,
tie-in movies. It's
but
just
they're
Ant-Man.
not. They're not MCU. And
right.
then 2017 is Guardians 2 and Thor Ragnarok, and then 2018, you've got Infinity Wars Part 1, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and then 2019 you have Infinity War or Part 2 and Inhumans.
Okay.
So.
Oh, guess what? Speaking of Inhumans, I read that Netflix has got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2 coming out on Netflix.
Yeah, really soon.
June.
Like it just finished too.
Yeah, which I think is awesome. Like
so I need to watch all that.
So then you'll be able to watch it and you can know the Inhuman stuff and see all super awesome tie-ins.
Yeah, it's super cool. But no, everything's leading up to Infinity Wars. Like, no matter who, like, what movies they are, they're going to have a connection to that. Even, because Black Panther and Captain Marvel being placed in between the 2 Infinity War parts, which is weird. But, because you talked about that before.
Yeah, because it's people are going to be like, wait, what's happening in space? Fuck Earth, I want to know about the Infinity Wars.
It's a whole year. There's a whole year in between the 2. They both come out in May.
That's
part 1 and part 2 come out in May. So, something,
they're going to have to touch on it a little bit, like we've talked about before. There's no way they can just be like, here's Black Panther, and not say anything about Infinity Wars.
Well,
I mean, they could. They're Marvel. Okay. I mean, who cares what I think? But.
Let's talk Civil War for a sec.
Okay.
I read a little synopsis of it, and a rumor was, I think it was IMDb. Great, amazing reference tool for everything. Amazing.
Helps me at work a lot.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, if you didn't know what you're talking about, then you're kind of boned.
Yes.
Boned. Okay. So it's saying there's rumors, of course. It's all rumors. Right. Don't believe me. Rumors. One side, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Falcon. And then the other side is Iron Man, Vision, War Machine, and Ant-Man. Okay. Which I could see that's pretty much happening. That's pretty reasonable team.
Yeah, well, I mean,
even though, I know at the end of Avengers 2, Vision and War Machine are part of the new Avengers, but 1 is Rhodey. Right. Of course, he's probably going to side with Tony. 2, Vision's, made from Tony.
Yeah, and I mean, if he thinks that... I mean, if he sees that Tony is trying... Because he said he's on the side of life. He doesn't choose the side of good or evil. He's on the side of life. So if what Tony's trying to do is make a safer world, which in Civil War it kind of is, and I feel like Vision is going to side on... that he's going to be with Tony.
No, I agree. And then supposedly Ant-Man's going to develop the Giant Man technology in the movie.
Okay, so
which would be interesting. Yeah. And then also Scarlet Witch is thrown in there as well.
Right.
Which I don't know.
I feel like she'd probably side with Captain America because she talked about how she was kind of afraid of Tony even in the movie, even when they were still on the same side.
Yeah.
He said Tony doesn't understand the difference between... Well, he said Ultron doesn't understand the difference between saving the world and destroying it. Mm-hmm. Tony built him. Where do you think he got that from?
So, yeah. So she's kind of in the middle of everything. And then also in the middle of everything is Black Panther. Because Chadwick Boseman will have his first role as the Black Panther.
As Black
which
Panther.
I'm sure it's not going to be a huge part. But I'm sure it'll be relevant enough
I wonder
to Civil War.
Maybe he'll just be the King of Wakanda and not necessarily the Black Panther.
Maybe. I don't know, but I would, from what I kind of speculate, he's Black Panther already.
I don't think Black Panther will have like the origin story per se of Black Panther.
Except for his movie, unless here's what I'm going to try to get at everything, because there's more I want to talk about Civil War. But so Black Panther, he's going to show up in Civil War at some point. Martin Freeman has a role in Civil War now,
right,
which people are saying he might be like the government official who is like liaison, I guess, to Wakanda.
Okay,
but that's beside the point. So Civil War's happening. Black Panther shows up. People are like, "Oh, cool, it's Black Panther." And then maybe Daredevil shows up in Civil War. But that's another thing. So all this shit happens. All the movies come out for like 2 more years. Infinity Wars pops up.
Right.
I have to get everybody back together.
Right.
Basically, because shit's happening. Because I'm assuming Ragnarok is not going to go well at all, if I remember the comics correctly.
I hope you remember them wrong.
I know. But and then we'll get Infinity War Part 1, and then I'm thinking Black Panther might show up in that again, and maybe he'll show up in Infinity Wars Part 1, or he'll show up in Part 2. Like he'll be absent in Part 1. They'll have his movie, maybe give some backstory, show what's happening. I wonder if Black Panther and Captain Marvel will be happening in the middle of like where they sit in the timeline of the MCU. Like, are they going to be like, since the movies are in between, like the Infinity War parts, are they going to be taking place during the Infinity Wars?
I would assume so.
Which would be pretty cool.
And then like at the end of their movies, they get like mixed in with the Infinity War.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like a direct lead into Part 2. Which
would make sense for Captain Marvel, because she's cosmic, so she could help bring in the Guardians to the Infinity Wars.
That would be cool.
Oh, my mind's blown a little bit.
So
I'm sorry.
Blew your own mind,
I'm so excited for this, and I don't know. But Black Panther, very cool, very excited. Also, we also have to remember that in Civil War we have to throw in Spider-Man.
Dude, Spider-Man.
So it's like,
pumped.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
They're introducing 2 new characters, brand new.
Panther and Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ant-Man's relatively new still in MCU.
Yeah, but being by Civil War point, he'll have had his own movie.
Mm-hmm. And he'll definitely be... he's definitely on Tony's side, because I'm pretty...
Well, I guess it's not Hank Pym, though, so...
No, yeah. Scott Lang would definitely be probably on Tony's side. Hank Pym will definitely be on... I wonder if Hank Pym will be in... Maybe Hank Pym might show up?
I mean, he's in Ant-Man. I just wonder how big of a role he'll have. I guess in reality, we all have to kind of assume it depends on the success of Ant-Man. Because they've got so long, so they might have their generic timeline with certain points they have to hit.
Yeah.
But based on the success of movies, they might veer away from other things and just get to certain points.
So we'll see how Ant-Man goes. Maybe Hank Pym shows up in it and he develops like the Giant Man suit. Because I don't know if Scott Lang will develop it.
Well, he's not really a scientist. He's just kind of like a guy.
I know. I'm pretty sure from what I've read, mic in my mouth. That's the sound of it in my mouth.
He's talking about Dick. The microphone is another sound.
Yeah, I named my microphone Richard Nixon.
Kind of like how Gary's got another thing named Dick Cheney.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
Shout out to you, Gary Bigger.
Gary Bigger. No, I think. Well, I know Howard Stark showing up in Ant-Man. So like Hank Pym. Yeah, seriously.
So like Ant-Man's gonna take place back in time?
A little bit. Part of Hank Pym's story. Hank Pym's story, I think, is taking place a little bit back in time.
Okay, so that would be cool. So like maybe Hank Pym was like OG Ant-Man, and then they show the transfer to Scott Lang, because I know that eventually happens, but I also know that Hank Pym is Ant-Man for a bit.
So like he knows Howard, and it's not Dominic Cooper from Captain America. It's
Howard from Iron Man 2.
Exactly, that's the same actor.
The
guy from Mad Men, who's an awesome actor.
Solid.
But I know he's showing up in Ant-Man, which is cool. So like it kind of explains how Ant-Man would be on Iron Man's side. So also, what? You yelling at me? Don't yell at me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, my levels might be low.
I was just saying get a little closer to the mic. But
I will be closer to the mic.
YOLO.
But when I get closer to the mic, it sounds like poo-poos.
Well, don't eat the mic.
Anyways, so It says the conflict will begin with a massacre by Crossbones, as well as Steve and Tony's different agendas over the Winter Soldier.
Oh.
So Winter Soldier, obviously, we all know he's in the movie. Like
Right.
we know he's in Civil War.
So maybe this doesn't have to be the Civil War of the comic.
It's not going to be at all.
No, well, I mean, because of the scale and everything, but like Age of Ultron, the movie,
Nothing like the comics.
Nothing like Age of Ultron, the comic. It just took the name. So I think I think people kind of get focused up, and I've said this before, that they're just different universes. There's the MCU and like the comic universe.
Yes.
So they're just taking the name. So it's going to have a different story. There might be this conflict between Cap and Iron Man.
Well, there will be. Like, there's definitely will be something.
Right, but it's not going to necessarily be the grand war that everyone's probably thinking.
Yeah, I saw this article on IGN. It was like 9 things that they can't do in Civil War.
Yeah.
And it was like, they don't have the heroes. They don't have the villains. They don't have... They don't have a lot of stuff set up.
They don't have like the whole Spider-Man build up to where like they've got the Iron Spider and then his old suit to make that big ordeal.
I know. It's just... It'll be interesting how they do it. It's definitely going to be different from the comics. People will be unhappy. Whatever.
People will find something to complain about, but it'll probably be awesome, and then the majority of us will love it.
Yeah, I have no doubt that I'm going to like it no matter what. Especially because I want to see who they cast as Spider-Man.
Dude, I like I said, there was that talk of Asa Butterfield.
I don't know who that is.
He was the
That's
main
a pretty
kid.
funny name.
It is. He was the main kid in Ender's Game.
I didn't see that movie.
Okay, like
Because
he looks a little young, but then again, I also said that like Miles Teller, right? Yeah, Miles Teller.
yeah, the guy.
Yeah. Looks young to be Reed Richards, but then I saw that second trailer. I'm like, okay, I could see this being okay. So I mean, I shouldn't pass judgment until I see the movie.
Exactly.
I also maybe I'm a little selfish because I really like our Drake and Josh duo of Spider-Man.
Oh,
idea,
yeah.
but, maybe that's just me.
That is going to be. If I had like the power of like editing things well, I would definitely make like a Drake and Josh Spider-Man compilation. But
We could probably get that to work. I think I have a couple ideas. Right now.
okay,
Maybe stay tuned for my personal YouTube and the Grabcast YouTube channel for a surprising video.
we'll see if we don't get sued.
But it's all fun and games. We won't make money on it.
It's just parody.
Exactly, parody.
Yeah, we just got to take like.
Parody is the highest form of flattery.
Is it?
Yes. Now it is.
It is now.
It is now. If it wasn't before.
What other forms of flattery are there?
Flattery, and then
Flattery.
yeah, exactly.
You get people fat.
Parody. Boom.
So you get people
flatterized.
fat, like buckets of pig fat,
Ew, that's
and
gross.
then there's like parody.
Anyways, do you have more stuff on Ant-Man? Because I also read some pretty cool movie news about another movie we're very excited for.
Tell me.
So I was reading a little bit about the Deadpool movie
Ooh.
and a potential Hugh Jackman Wolverine cameo.
Oh.
Yes. It was an interview with Ryan Reynolds, and he's saying he would really love and hope that Hugh Jackman would play Wolverine because they're friends. They were really good friends apparently on the movie set.
I bet.
That he would love.
One of them would be friends with either of those guys.
Oh my God, Hugh Jackman looks like the nicest guy. Whenever he's like doing interviews and stuff, he looks so great. But like, I think that would be awesome.
It would be pretty cool.
I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and just to get him as more Wolverine, and let alone being Deadpool, because the history of Deadpool and Wolverine
It's so
already
silly.
it's so silly and so intertwined all the time. It would be great.
Yeah, that would be pretty great.
Just Blaze.
Just Blaze.
420 right now.
420.
420, Just Blaze. R.I.P. Raymond Blaze Jr. Shout out to you.
Just got 500,000 gamer score.
Dude, congratulations on that 500,000 gamer score.
He had it all set up where he had like 1,000. He had a 100% on one whole game.
Okay.
And so he did like a 10-hour stream where he streamed the new SpongeBob game, and it had like 12 achievements, and he got all of them in like the 10 hours, and got 500,000 gamer score.
I remember when he got his 100,000 gamer score, he was going and he was hoping he didn't fuck it up. But then when he got the achievement, he had like 100,005 gamer score because he accidentally messed it up.
Motherfucker.
It was so funny.
That's terrible.
But no, dude. Shout out to Ray Narvaez Jr. because that was like, it sucks that he left Achievement Hunter, but like he went to do what he loved to do, and like that guy was one. It was awesome seeing him do his stuff on Achievement Hunter, and then he fell in love with something else, and he's doing the streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's an inspiration for following your dreams. He picks what he wants to do, and he does it really well. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
And that gamer score, man. He loves getting that gamer score. He's got one of the highest that I know. Not the highest, but one of them.
Well, yeah.
He's probably in the top 10.
I just
least.
passed like 63 grand gamer
I
score
couldn't tell you what
wise.
I got. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I've never been like, I don't go out and really like if it's a game I love and like there's nothing else for me to do, I'll get the achievements. But I'm more of a story and gameplay guy where I'll just like play a game for fun, you know.
Well, I do that too, but then like I kind of blame Michael and Jeff from Achievement Hunter
they're doing their achievement
because they're like they're racing each other to get their achievements, and it's kind of like I'm now like for a while I was like I want to get all the achievements, and I realized some of them I'm not gonna get, but it's like if I could, then I'm gonna try.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Except
like
for
the ones you can't, like ones that are feasible to get.
Yeah, like I'm 100% sure in myself I'm gonna 100% Borderlands 2 on the Xbox One.
Awesome.
So I have like there's not much left to do, like sort of, but there's still a lot to do.
A lot of it's just like kind of grinding stuff.
Yeah,
right?
like I'm like going through the challenges right now, and I have to get like level 1 all the challenges, and some of it sucks.
Yeah, no, I mean there's a shit ton of challenges.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. I was playing Tiny Tina's, and I kept getting like
such a good DLC.
Very good DLC. Probably one of the best DLCs I've played
agreed.
in a while. A DLC I can remember. But no, I kept getting like random. I had to keep looking through all the grenades I would find, mods, so I could find the right grenade mod, so I could get all the kills with it, and then switch back to my better grenade.
Yeah.
So, and that and shields, and it was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I'm just kind of grinding now on achievements. I'm like 63 something.
I have only 100%ed one game.
Was that Minecraft?
No.
Oh.
It was not.
Minecraft, before they just updated it where they have all the Xbox One achievements on the 360. Before that, super easy to achieve. Plus, since I have all the achievements, I'm pretty sure if you just join my game, you'll get all the achievements. Like I have to Michael and like.
Oh yeah, like the glitch or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, the only one I've 100%ed was the X-Men Origins Wolverine game. That game, I thought it was an awesome game. Ton of fun.
I've heard it's pretty good.
Fun and stupid hack and slash. Super violent. A lot more violent than I thought it would be. But that was the first and only game I've 100%ed.
See, I play all the Lego games, and those are super easy to 100%.
I feel like that would just take a lot of time, though.
A little bit.
I remember finding mini kits and red bricks and stuff was a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, I have like a system down where like system of a down where
Hispanic at the disco?
Pretty much.
Renovate Jr.
I'll just like I know what to do in the games.
Yeah.
And like I just have like a whole system where I blaze through it all.
Do you just blaze through it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just blaze.
Just blaze. Just blaze.
Blaze.
What's the fastest just blaze you could do? It's just a J and a B and an L.
So probably an H.
Should we make a ASMR video or audio? I don't think we should do that actually.
I was actually just getting ready to sensually pick up the blunt as I light it, yelling "Just blaze" ever so slightly. And Brian farts.
I shit my pants.
Oh. Kind of like Andy in that video?
Yeah, kind of like Chris Pratt in that one video where he pooped his pants.
Chris Pratt's the greatest.
I just wipe and it doesn't stop.
It's like wiping a marker tip.
Oh, man. So let's see, what are your favorite co-op games?
Huh.
Because I was thinking about that. Because me and Al were playing Portal 2 last night. The co-op in that game, I feel is better than like the single player. But I've played both, and I love them both dearly. But there's something about that co-op that's just because it's pretty great, especially playing with Al because he's colorblind, so you always get. But it's like so easy because you just have to look at the reticle and see which.
There's got to be a colorblind setting for him, right?
Yeah, then it's like.
Well, I mean, he can differentiate the two colors.
Yeah,
right?
but
like I'm assuming to him, just like an orange portal is a different color and the blue portal is a different color, right?
Yeah, but
it's still two different.
He's placing
colors.
his portals, which are blue and purple.
Oh,
and. Like, but you can tell because one's left trigger, one's right trigger. I'm like sitting there, it's like but it's okay.
I haven't played a whole lot of co-op games simply because I never really had anyone to play co-op games with.
That's a good point.
I play a lot of JRPGs. I really like those. I like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. I play a lot of solo games because of like the story and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like the Lego games are fun.
Very
Borderlands
fun.
has got an awesome co-op.
Borderlands is very good.
But that's about it that I've played co-op for. I mean, Dragon Ball Z games are fun to play co-op with and beat the shit out of people, but I never really played a whole lot.
I don't know if you would call fighting games co-op. They're just multiplayer.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. And I guess co-op is different than multiplayer because I was gonna say like Red Dead Redemption. That's got awesome multiplayer.
Yeah.
So does Halo and Titanfall. I think I'm replaying Titanfall a bit. Titanfall's got great multiplayer.
Yeah, it does.
Because, dude,
I kind of want to go back and play that tonight.
Putting bots in a game is the greatest because I can kill stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I can actually play and be a benefit.
Oh, Titanfall was like, it was one of those games where it was like, oh my god, Titanfall, this is the best game ever.
Yeah.
And then like after it came out, it was just like, whoa.
Well, yeah, and it came out around the time where like a bunch of stuff was coming out, and I think GTA 5 came out close to it. Because I think it was. Yeah. I know Stick of Truth came out by that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Saints Row 5 came out around that same time.
Saints Row 5 hasn't come out yet.
Saints Row 4 came out around the same time. And I think GTA 5.
Well, maybe. Because it kind of felt like it got...
But then again, because that was an Xbox One game and GTA 5... I don't know. I don't know what
it only got swept underneath the rug a
little bit. But it's still an awesome
game. It's really good.
So good.
The whole idea with the bots is like...
And the Titan, and the Titan thing, I think it's really, really balanced. And so I guess we have a tendency to talk about really old games. But
it's not old. It came out last year.
No, it didn't. It came out like 2 years ago.
No, it didn't. It came out last year.
Okay, well, we're not talking about current games, but still. So I guess this is a little more recent than Borderlands. But
well, Handsome Collection came out last year too.
Touche. Handsome Collection came out this year.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the middle. You realize it's the middle of 2015 already?
That's really weird. This
year's going by way too fast.
Weird, man. Like I realize I've got like 2 more months at my job. We have 2 months until we go to RTX.
I know.
That's so crazy.
That's awesome.
But the Titans. So it's like a pilot can take out a Titan relatively easily, but not too easily to where like the Titans are just big walking tanks that get taken out. And the Titans are really well balanced between the 3 different classes, and they fight each other well, but they're not so overpowered. If someone has a Titan, it's just game over.
Yeah. No, they did a really well balanced job.
And I like the whole thing where like it has a gradual timer. I think it's like 3 minutes until you get your next Titan. It's not like 1 per match. And based off how well you're doing is how quickly you get a Titan.
Yeah, no.
And sometimes maybe you're not the best like Titan pilot, so you go set up with a sniper rifle, set your Titan to defend, so he's killing people around you as you're sniping. I think it's just a really well thought out game.
Oh, it is. It was like it came out and it was like, wow, this is great. And then last year was weird because there were so many games coming out that it was like games would come out, and then it'll be like, wow, sweet, hype train. Okay, well, now I got to move on to something else. So, like, GTA 5, Titanfall, Watch Dogs for what Watch Dogs is worth. No, I liked Watch Dogs. It was just, like, big hype, not so much.
Yeah, they built it up to be pretty big. That didn't really live up to all the hype that it was.
Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to remember what else. Destiny. Destiny is a whole different story that I'd rather not get into. But
I think I'm a little disappointed that I pre-ordered Destiny with all the bells and whistles.
Oh, you did?
Well, I pre-ordered it because like...
Oh, we have to check on those pre-orders for Syndicate. Yeah. I want to get the collectors.
But I pre-ordered it for PlayStation 3 because it gave you something. And then it would also, because I also plan on getting a PS4 at the time, which I still haven't, and I might not for a while. But it allowed you to, within like the first month or something, download the compatibility pack. So like when you buy PlayStation 4, you just have the game on PlayStation 4 as well. So I thought that was really cool, and I didn't know if Xbox was doing that or not. And Destiny was really pushed on the PS4. But when I had Destiny, I couldn't stop playing it. There wasn't a whole lot there.
Me too.
It was kind of like, it was a less funny Borderlands, like it pretty much.
Yeah.
But like, I couldn't stop playing it. The problem is, I don't think I'll go back and play it. Because at this point, it's a lot of grinding that needs to be done. And just stuff that I'm not too into.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm looking at a release date thing for last year.
That's what I'm trying to find.
And, what is this? Wow, Last of Us came out in 2013. That's weird to think about.
What's weird to think about is that it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, things just happen like so fast and go by so fast now that it's like, wow. So let's see, March. I think I want to say Titanfall was in March.
Okay.
For Xbox One and PC, and then obviously I had to get moved to everything else. But trying to see what else came out around the time. Dark Souls 2 came out.
Right, Dark Souls.
The Stick of Truth. You're right with the Stick of Truth. That came out. Infamous Second Son. Ground Zeroes came out. What else came out in March?
So my big list. So in March, Awesome Knots, Dead Nation, Hatsune Miku, Master Reboot, Shadow Blade, South Park Stick of Truth, Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 2, Surgeon Simulator 2013, another episode of Walking Dead, Dark Souls, Hearthstone, Titanfall, Towerfall Ascension, Vessels.
That's a great game. Towerfall looks like a great game.
Yoshi's Island, Broken Sword, 999, Deus Ex, Final Fantasy X, 10-2 Remaster, the Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero thing came out, Stealth, Ninja Gaiden Z, Pokemon Battles, Infamous Second Son, another Ninja Gaiden game, Escape Goat 2, Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea came out, Blue Blaze, Cut the Rope, Deception, Destiny of Spirits, Diablo 3, Ripper of Souls, Dynasty Wars 8, Extreme Legends, Fez. Fez came out? I thought Fez came out way before. Mercenary Kings, Smite, The Witch and the 100 Knights, Castlevania, Lords of Lost Shadows, I Am, Air, Traffic Control, Airport, Hero Hawaii. Feels like AWU and just reading PC titles.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Age of Wonders 2.
No, but then so May was Watch Dogs came out in May. So did Pickle 2, which was a great game. Well, that was for the 360. But no, it's weird to think Mario Kart 8 came out almost a year ago, and I'm still playing Mario Kart 8.
I was going to say, pretty much every time I'm at your house, Al at least pulls up Mario Kart 8 at least once.
That's pretty great. Mario Kart 8 is really good. I'm trying to know what Metroid Fusion? Oh, that came out for the
Wii. Yeah, Virtual Console. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense.
Virtual Console is fantastic.
And then Titanfall came out on the 360 the next month, but by that time, hype train kind of went down. Yeah. The Trials came out, the new Trials game.
Yeah. But it wasn't until, well, like once you get into like September, November, that's when like all the big games come out. Like I think.
Well, I mean, plus like so Titanfall was big for that month. People were playing it. I mean, April had Dying Light, and then that's kind of when like because I mean like Was Titanfall a launch title? No, Titanfall wasn't a launch title. That came in a year after, right?
No.
So yeah, I mean, and then I guess in May it looks like Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I don't know. Never mind. But yeah, but there was a lot of games. Last year was a big game release year. I wonder if there's what games we've got coming out this month.
This month or this year?
Or this year, I'm sorry.
Off the top of my head, I could think of Arkham Knight.
Yep.
Witcher 3 just came out.
I want to play that. I've heard it's very, very good.
The new Assassin's Creed Syndicate's coming out.
Yes.
What else? A Handsome Collection came out this year.
Yes, super awesome.
I cannot remember what else. We'll have to see at E3. We talked about E3 a little bit last week.
Yeah, I'm pumped for E3.
We'll see what everybody's talking about at E3 and what people announce.
It says for next month. Let's see. Nothing really big. Elder Scrolls Online comes out for consoles. It looks like
Lego Jurassic World.
Yep,
that game looks amazing.
Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition.
Hashtag Lego Jeff Goldblum.
Hashtag Lego Jeff Goldblum.
That's probably gonna be the best part of that game is playing as Lego Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, of course. What wouldn't be better than Lego Jeff Goldblum?
Maybe playing as like Chris Pratt, but
that'd be pretty cool.
So you can be a Lego and you can like shit your pants and stuff. But I don't know. This year.
Oh, there was that Mad Max game trailer that came out recently. I don't know if you saw that. That looked intense.
Is that based off the movie? Do you know?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's based off the movie, but it looks like its own standalone game, and it looked pretty intense.
Okay.
I mean, the trailer didn't show a whole lot of gameplay. Of course, it showed cars driving around. It showed Max fighting, kind of Batman-esque. It is a WB game, so I think it's the same studio that made Arkham Knight and whatnot.
Oh,
so it's got that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, sort of.
But yeah. It does. I mean, so far there's not a whole lot of games announced for this summer. Like Mario Maker, whatever that is.
Oh, you can make your own Mario levels.
Okay. Lego Dimensions, which I'm sure you're super excited for.
Have you talked about Lego Dimensions yet?
A little bit, not a whole lot.
I know we've been talking a lot about movies and video games, but that's okay because who cares?
Because that's our podcast.
Because that's what we want to talk about. Lego Dimensions, you know what Disney Infinity is?
Yep.
It's like that. So you buy like a starter pack.
Right. I think we went over this. And then they released that new the Doc trailer. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
So it's like you get the starter pack, comes with Batman, Wild Style, Gandalf. And so basically what happens, I don't know the storyline, but it's like there's like a guy and he's causing trouble. Pretty simple.
As bad guys tend to do.
All the different worlds like combined, all the different dimensions combined in Lego.
Like all the Lego games.
So it's like
and Lego games that have not happened.
Lego Movie, Lego Lord of the Rings, DC, no Marvel.
That was kind of a bummer. I think.
Yeah, but it's like they probably could only get one of them.
Yeah, I don't think they'd contractually probably be able to do Lego, Marvel, and DC in the same place. Mm-hmm. But could you picture
that'd be pretty fantastic.
Deadpool aside, like Green Lantern, kind of like how in Marvel they had that one achievement that said you look familiar when you had Captain America and the Human Torch together.
Yeah, that'd be pretty silly. But what other worlds? Lord of the Rings, DC. Wizard of Oz is going to be it.
Really?
Yeah, which is really weird because like that's just brand new Lego in general.
Same with Back to the Future.
Nope. Well, they have a Back to the Future Lego.
Oh, so okay, I get what you're saying, but they haven't had a game. But you're saying like they haven't had a Wizard of Oz Lego set.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I get you.
So Back to the Future is showing up in it. Simpsons, Scooby Doo.
Really, Simpsons?
Yeah, they have Simpson Legos.
Dude, is Strooby Dooby Doo coming in?
I wish. But. No, then the two big announcements were Doctor Who and...
Okay, I thought I saw Doctor Who.
And Portal 2.
In Lego Dimensions?
Yeah,
Lego
so there's
sets?
like a shell minifigure.
That's
with a
pretty dope.
Portal gun.
I wonder how that's going to work in a Lego game.
I don't know.
Like making the portals, what kind of puzzles is that going to be for?
But yeah, so there's a Doc Brown. They had the first trailer was Joel McHale.
Right.
And then the second trailer was like they actually got Christopher Lloyd to be
that was
Doc
awesome.
Brown, and he's super old in it, and you're just like, oh, it's so weird. But then he builds a little Doc Brown Lego, and like the trailer was pretty cool because it shows like how you can be Doc Brown, but you can go like. Actually, no, my favorite screenshot I've seen from the game is the Yellow Brick Road, Emerald City in the background. You've got the Wicked Witch of the West chasing Marty McFly, and then in the background is Smeagol.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like that's the kind of game that you can play.
Random cast of characters. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that looks like I'm definitely gonna try to get that.
Yeah, no,
hopefully
for
it's
sure.
not like
That's
Amiibos where you can't collect like Doctor Who or Portal 2.
It's Legos. What are they gonna do? Like, I'm sorry, kids, because like Legos is more based towards kids, where like Nintendo's just kind of screwing people sometimes.
Nintendo like, hey, we know you really want these, but we're not gonna make them.
Exactly.
much.
I don't think Lego's gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, kids, you can't buy these figures to play the game.
I want to be an actor.
I want to be an actor.
Oh man.
All right. I don't know. Should we say that word?
R.I.P. Tunt.
Yeah, all right. Well, Tunt's not allowed.
Or cunt.
R.I.P. Tunt's
I'll say
dad.
it. Don't worry about it. I'll say cunt. I don't care.
R.I.P. Tunt's dad.
So,
Boogie.
but supposedly they'll be bringing Sims 4 back.
Yeah, I saw that screenshot that James made a tweet. Adam looked very unhappy, and James' tweet was also very unhappy. But they could be bringing back some Sims 4 gameplay.
Very good.
And like the last Sims 4 gameplay they had was Munt, right? And they had all of their Sims that looked like them. It looked really like them. Like, really,
And that was pretty cool.
That was cool. Munt was ugly, and then they were trying to get hot babes.
And Spool was like a child.
Spool was a child. Kid Spool. Had his chemistry stat for cooking his weed.
Because that's how you cook weed.
Chemistry.
That's what Breaking Bad taught me.
Crazy Spool.
Crazy Spool.
Spool.
So Josh,
So Brian.
it's been the two of us.
It has been the two of us.
Talking on.
I think we've gone about 53 minutes. I think it's a pretty
Exactly.
solid. Exactly 53 minutes. Pretty solid.
We're ending it right now.
Psych.
Ah!
Got you, but no.
Oh, man.
I got big. Heyo.
Josh is big now.
Heyo.
Go check him out.
Dude, gotta catch them all. But no, so I think that was pretty solid for just the two of us. Hope you guys like the 2-man podcast. Next week might be a little weird. Also, apologize for the late podcast entry. We're gonna have to move the day when the podcast comes out, just because I'm back to working 40 hours a week. So trying to move around schedules,
Yeah.
get set out. But yeah, also hopefully our new recording setup works well for you guys.
We'll see how it goes next week.
See how next week goes. So you'll have to bear with us. But yeah, as always, thank you for listening. You can follow us at Grabcast.
Grabcast.
Follow me at Josh Biddick
and Brian Roy.
And Brian Roy. Is there an underscore in there?
Brian _ Roy and then 2 underscores.
And 2 underscores
because
after that?
Brian _ Roy _ was also taken.
So Brian _ Roy _
Yeah.
And then at YouTube's, we are the Grabcast Podcast. And hopefully soon, I keep saying this, when I get some time, we will work on getting it on iTunes. Eventually, one day, you can subscribe to the Grabcast Podcast.
If not, we'll just make we're gonna work on a website.
Yeah, exactly.
If we can't get it on iTunes, we'll put it on a website or keep putting it on YouTube.
Exactly, we can do both, and maybe we put it on iTunes. People still want it on YouTube. We can do the whole kit and caboodle.
Oh yeah.
So always, if you want to let us know what you like, if you like the new setup, anything you want us to talk about in the future, leave comments, subscribe, tweet at us, the whole 9 yards, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.